Hey guys, Christina here. Excuse me while I'm setting things up. Brain fart, where am I going? Hi. Bugger me. Now why isn't it showing up? There we go. Make sure I got sound. Alright. Clearly got that. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, fantastic. Sorry, trying to adjust the stand the camera's on. I'll move it a little more too. So anyway, this is Christina Blackfeather, and today I'm going to be back working on the Dragon of Marduk from the Ishtar Gate in Babylon. There are a whole slew of these dragons. Quite a few of them on the Ishtar Gate, and there's lions and stuff like that, and each one is representative, each animal, group of animals, because you have to say they're a group since there's so many all over the gate. Each one, like the lion is one deity, Marduk, his dragon is another one, I guess. So yeah, decided to do this one. This is for the digital Hammurabi channel, for a scholarship fund that they're going to be doing, and that they have been doing. This will be auctioned off on their channel, and hubby and I will be sending this actual painting out. It's a very large canvas, so of course the one who bids and wins is not going to be paying shipping. Hubby and I will be taking care of that. So, and I'm eventually going to get prints of this thing done too, because it's just coming out too cool. Today, the dragon is guarded, of course, by Daenerys and Drogon, the Funko Pop. He just sits so nice in my hand. Look at that. However, I am the real mother of dragons. Daenerys is just representing me. No, it's only because I make dragons. Daenerys doesn't make them. I am too excited about this last season coming up. I just wish that it would have been season 7 would have been more based on George R.R. Martin if he would have actually written a bit more, but not the case. So it is what it is. Of course, the other dragon guardian is my bronze dragon Tyrinth. Yeah, so boy, she's heavy. I should start weightlifting her, except I think I jabbed myself in the face. Really, she's not guarding, it just kind of helps me hold the canvas into place. So we're gonna get that going like that. Light's gonna be changing in the room. I apologize. And then also, since I will not be looking at the camera, I'm gonna have to kind of scoot back and forth to see what's going on in the live chat, and I apologize ahead of time. So, come on. Get over there. Where are we working today? I guess we're working more over this way. Scooch in a bit. Sorry about the jigging around. The phone is on one of those phone rack things. It's what I've got. Okay, so the colors I've been using so far, I've just been using a white, and haven't touched that one yet. Using Liquitex Soft Body Raw Sienna, which is falling apart. It's just about done. and apple barrel kiwi color, which seems to work out really well, and black, and where is it? And just yellow today. So, just have water in my Wonder Woman glass. Just water. So yeah, so far all of this painting has been done with a size 1 brush? Size 2. Nope. Size 1. It is a size 1. Sometimes I'll do these canvases in a size 0, which is really tiny. Excuse me a minute, I was not as prepared as I like to pretend that I am. I had to get a new tray. This one's pretty shot. Recycled trays from tracheostomy kits, and hey, they work out well. They get thrown out. So if they have been used, I wash them out. If they haven't been used, well, I just grab them. It depends on the type of care we have to do with a specific person's tracheostomy. It's actually for the parts inside of it. When a person has a trach tube, sometimes they'll have what's called an inner cannula. It's a piece that you just can pull out clean and replace with a clean one, usually on adults. Not so much on children because their trachs are not that big. So just getting the paint ready here. This is acrylics. I squirted that one out a bit hard. I don't like, I'm not using oils for this just because I have so much acrylic paint. I never used to use a lot of acrylic, and I've been finding that it's just working out so well. Also, let me put the link in the description here. Let me get that going. Oh, it's not going to let me. Let's get the proper tags on here for one. If I don't put the music in this live stream on the listing, I'm going to have YouTube gods be really irritated with me. Okay, so I've got that, and I'm going to give you guys the link to the image I'm somewhat basing this off of, since there's so many dragons on the Ishtar Gate. This one is from the Detroit Museum of Art. And it's pretty broken up. There we go. Okay. And later on I will add Digital Hammurabi's channel on here too. Okay. Back to my YouTube's kind of a pain. I'm not liking their new dashboard setup. There we go. Back. There. Perfect. One more Kishlinka to do. The more I think about it. Facebook, hello. And my computer froze up. This is why I don't stream things on my computer in this art room. Because it does like to freeze. Come on, come on, come on. Still think the graphics card is failing on this. And of course now I got, I had IO-bit driver updater on here. And so Malwarebytes has decided that it doesn't like it and keeps trying to say that it's a potentially unwanted program and gets rid of it. Which is really, really super frustrating. Hey, Blue, how is you? Yeah, sorry, I was near my computer again. There is no mic, there is my phone. So, and hubby's awake, so I don't have to be that quiet now. Yay! And yeah, my chair is rolling back and forth too. Okay, so there is a crack in his back. Ha ha ha. I'm not going to put as many cracks into this as I'm seeing, I think. But this is almost looking like it's going to need some right there. All right. So I did have a little crack right in here. I'm sorry, there go quiet again. So it's hard to stream when you got, you know, you're used to somebody sleeping in the house because we both work night shift. And I try not to get too loud. Because I can be very loud and obnoxious, unfortunately. Okay, let's plunk that little crack right in there. More white in that one. That actually looks good. Okay. Thank you, Diva. Thank you. And I have to keep bouncing back and forth. I only have one monitor on this thing. Oh, yeah. That wasn't good. I'm seriously thinking I might turn around and needle felt this guy, but he's not going to be as big as the current dragon I'm working on. I believe he has another tile going right here. Okay. The light a little bit. Light's changing in the room, so it's going to be a little awkward. But I had to get my workout in first. Because that's a thing. That's important. Not gonna get a weight off if I don't do something about it, you know? I'm just laying down the base colors, cover up the blue. I should have stuck with the lighter blue, and of course I didn't for the corrections, but I had to be able to make sure that I got the corrections in properly. So we're just going to work on covering that up. There we go. All right, there. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting focused on it, and it's like my brain went into the painting. Once I get these down, then I can these base colors down, then I can start working on the scales. And once again, the scraping on the canvas, if you can hear it, is not the brush. That's my nail on my pinky. Things. I gotta look at it again. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is painful just thinking about it. Yeah, there's so many cracks in that part, it doesn't matter too much. Oh, Blue, did you see the Punisher's live stream this morning, way early? The supposed Punisher. He went off on Marvel that it's all SJW stuff and was ranting about the new Ms. Marvel being this young girl and this teenage girl who's of a particular religion that he hates and everything. I listened for like 5 minutes and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna download this and see what I can do with it, and I couldn't even listen to it. It was so trash. It was awful. Oh, what are you? Oh, he went off on you? I missed that. Well, I missed most of it, so yeah. I'm seriously thinking of just downloading his crud though, because keep it for posterity's sake. Yeah, that should be fine like that. Were you working with Posner again or something, as he's, you know, accusing you of being some shill or something? I mean, it just gets me, though, as if his own kids were in that sort of situation, he'd be, you know, raging about it. And instead he's, you know, trying to still say that all of it's fake and never happened and everything, and it's just nauseating. I need a little bit of green. Oh, got a little bit of brown paint on Turinth. I don't think the bronze statue is going to care. Make sure, oh, I'm way off kilter here. Let me aim the camera a little better. There. There we go. Sorry about that. And when I can afford it, I'm gonna get a standing lamp in here, an Ott lamp. So I'll have a couple of lamps in here. Now, this piece had a lot more black and detail in the photo. So I'm gonna go that way with it. I'm trying to stay off of doing these streams on Saturday nights because Weaving Illustrator does hers. And as of next week, I'm hoping I'm going to be at full time, so I might not be getting too many of them done. Looking at I'm going to try at least get one Minecraft and one painting stream or crafting stream done once a week, each one, minimum. Wanted him a little darker right here. He's promoting the idea of harming people because of their religion, and you're the one who's the terrorist? That man's so whacked. I mean, it's one thing when he's sitting and he's talking about his religion and his religious beliefs, and, you know, just where he's being kind of human and reasonable, but then he goes somewhere horrifying. Go. That one went too dark. The thing about acrylics, just paint right over it. Come on. That paint is getting thick. about as thick as my bum. My bum's a little too thick. Still isn't coming out right. It's a little too much of the black lines in there. Not liking it. A little too strong. There we go. There we go. That's getting better. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm either going to, I might hop back onto this one again and do another stream tomorrow, painting. I want to get this thing done. And right now that I can move my arm, makes a huge difference. My left has improved a lot too. It doesn't look like I had a major rotator tear like I did on the right, because a few days of just resting it seemed to help. It's still really delicate. I can easily screw it up, but it's I can move it now and stuff, where the right one, when I tore that, was pretty bad. So I'm still being really careful. But using the elliptical's really helping with getting strength into the joint, so. Oh, come on. I think that paint might be too wet. There we go. Now I'm starting to get it blended. Let's toss a little bit of the green in there. Kind of like I'm getting a little texture on the canvas too, which my mother was like always, you want to have brush texture on the canvas, and you want it this way, and you want this way, and so I kind of have always had that sticking in my head. The top there on his bum, on his shapely little bum. Okay, moving the camera again, my apologies. Come on, should say moving the phone again. There. right. Here's the tricky part. So there's more changing here. I like that I'm getting it kind of uneven looking, like, you know, the bricks are a little bit more carved into place, not so much set up perfectly. Okay. Green in there, and we'll start on this one. I need this brick though. This bum was coming this way. Going to be actual shadow coming from this way. I was trying to be funny while I was working out today, and was watching Ancient Aliens. God, it was so bad. They were trying to say Joan of Arc was receiving her messages and her military tactics from aliens. I was laughing my head off, and then they're like talking about particular things, like they went into the Epic of Gilgamesh and how it was just like the story of Noah, and it's like it's older than the story of Noah. That's why one was taken from the other. And I'm sitting there and I'm on the elliptical and I'm watching this and I'm practically yelling at it at the same time. Like, what's wrong with you people? It was just some random entertainment for me today. Because my mother is big on that stuff, and she said she stopped watching them, but then she started watching it again. I'm like, Mom, no, don't go down that rabbit hole, please. But she did. And supposedly medieval art is evidence of aliens. Of course, the music I have in the background's almost sounding like aliens. that up. That's okay. That'll be easily fixed. Maybe if I get more white on the palette, that might easily be fixed. Come on, coming out of there. Yeah, I'd say I got Aliens music going there. There we go. Okay, a little bit more brown. Blending in until I get the look I want. He's gonna be a fun dragon to sculpt, I think. I'm really contemplating and making him about kitty size. I think that would be fun. Make him a little kind of like where he can drape. Okay, let's start with the black lines. I got a little bit off, but not too bad. And there's a crack down this way too, so let's put that in first. That's where it cracked from up above. Okay. This is actually pretty dark right here. There we go. Happy when I can get this one done because I have a leather purse and leather cap, baseball cap, that need decoration so I can sell them. So I'm probably going to end up with dragons on those two just because. I've belly danced similar to this music. I'd like to get back into belly dance, but I don't know. Both my shoulders bad now. That might be really hard to do. You gotta be able to do shoulder rotations and stuff, but I still want to get a really heavily beaded belly dance outfit regardless. I've never ever bought myself something that fancy and I really want one, but I gotta get into shape for it. Yes, lots of collateral jiggle. Hi, Paranoia. I'm working on his shapely bum. Even Grampy Lobster thought that was funny when I said he's got a shapely bum. The dragon, not Grampy. I haven't seen Grampy's bum. I don't want to know. That's for his wife to know, not me. Oh boy, I have a feeling that that's going to end up coming back to haunt me now. I was supposed to be getting handmade dragon fairy wings today in the mail, and I'm hoping they arrive tomorrow because they certainly didn't today. I was just disappointed. It's like, where's my wings? Somebody from Etsy, I wish the gal though would have agreed to meet with me because she's not that far away. So I could have just picked them up because I have so much trouble with this post office here. They'll send out like notices and copies of notices and not tell you what it is or when they actually did try to deliver or anything like that. So they got a new management in there, and I had even spoke with the new head manager, and this post office is really, really bad. Lots of problems. So it's like, and plus I'm not in a great part of town, so I'm just worried, you know, are my wings gonna get stolen? What's gonna happen, you know? And she just did the base form for me and did the coloration and stuff, and then I'm gonna be adding wolf hide and stuff to them. Yeah. Okay. A little bit more weight up here. Okay. And I'm going to throw a little more yellow in here too, because I'm trying to get this sandy cheeks going here. SpongeBob reference. My husband's going to be just like, no, don't, no. God's no. And it is a little darker back here, so we're going to still keep with that theme. Start turning these upward a little bit too at the top, because they have to go up the tail. Now hold still, Marduk. Go taking off on me. And you don't have wings anyway. Not supposed to be taking off on me. Okay. A little bit more brown here. There. Okay. A little more black. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down here. Come on, adjust. Ah, this rack. I'm so sorry, guys. But it is what it is. For a second. Fight with it. There. Bugger. Sorry, I had the not toothbrush, paintbrush in my mouth. Oh, you got -2 there? Yeah, SJW is a smear by the right, that's for sure. Because, you know, human rights and equal rights, that's just evil, you know. Such a bad thing. Yeah, I apologize for the cam quake there. Alright, so where am I at? Upward curve of the belly. Alrighty. So right here. Okay. To lay down some base colors first. Just cover up those blue lines. Is the belly line right there, so there's going to be more blue tile right here underneath this curve. Go. That's looking better. I'm good at painting cracks. Oh, jeez. Oh boy, I'm insane in my old age. That's still a little bit same color scheme. All right. Surprised I haven't had cats trying to crash their way into my door here. Oh, Mommy, let me in. Now that I said that, I'm going to have cats at the door. I think they're getting used to me not letting them in now. I have too many things on my desk, you know, from making jewelry and stuff. It's a lot easier for me to just leave it out so I know what projects I'm on, but, you know, cats. Oh, Mommy left her toys out. Look at that. Now I'm gonna play. Especially Wraith with his paper towel. Little bugger. He is so funny. Love that cat so much. And no, Oscar's not being put out. Oscar gets his affection too, big time. He's constantly head bonking me and following me around and purring like a beast, and he's just, they're both so cute. But I don't know how we got lucky enough to get Wraith in the door. He wasn't even the cat we were going to the Humane Society to get. More scales over and over again, more scales. Kind of different for me working in a grid pattern like this though. I only have to deal with one section at a time. Fun. Harkens back to doing the old D&D maps. On the hexagonal sheets. I don't know where I put them, but at one point I had mapped out all of the dungeons in, I think, Ultima 4 or 5. I colored them in and everything. Just the dungeons. Marked where everything was. Labeled it all. Did it square by square, and I preferred to use the real tiny graph paper. It's just a blast. I've got them someplace. And I had all the cloth maps too, which somehow my ex-husband still, he probably tossed them all. But I had all the cloth maps from every single Ultima game. I lost a lot of stuff in the divorce, though. Like, I had signed photos of Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford, and letters from Duncan Ray Gare, who's was in the show Wizards and Warriors back in the day, and he also played Errol Flynn, and I think in the movie was titled The Life and Times of Errol Flynn. And he now does poetry and stuff, but like he wrote me back too, and that letter's gone and his photo is gone. I mean, my ex had a lot of that stuff buried someplace in the garage that we had. So I'm pretty sure it's all gone. All my, was it Bantha Tracks magazines from the Star Wars fan club? All of it. Just lost. A little dark there, and I'm gonna start loosening this up a little bit right here. Oh, I missed that one. Whoever that was. That's what I get for looking at the camera. Oh, was he advertising a channel or what? I don't have problems with people advertising gaming channels or art or something like that on here. I'm pretty open to that, but not the Save PewDiePie crap. Good. Getting it. It'd be easier if I could paint nearby my computer, but I wouldn't get the light focused in where I need it. Oh, lovely. No, I'm not giving anybody money. I need money myself. I'm just not getting... Oh my gosh, I still don't know how I'm doing. I'm behind on rent this month too, and I still got to do that by Thursday, and I don't know. I mean, payday's Thursday, but right now people can't just come and ask me for money because it just isn't going to happen. But I don't think payday's gonna be enough. Just until my full-time paychecks are consistent. But my staffer did confirm that I am 30 days closer to being able to get the health insurance, so that's a plus. So you have to work full-time for 60 days in order to get health insurance through the company. And I've picked up enough hours that I've met that goal for a month so far. So my hope is that next week I'll have the full-time hours. This kid's got to come home from the hospital. And then I've been approved for overtime every week. And 8 hours of overtime one week and 4 hours the next. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so's my daughter. It's like, it's kind of a rough year for everybody, I swear. Okay. So I'm up there, it's going to be a little bit more light. And the cracks are a little more random. Okay. The FUPA challenge, it's kind of deconverted. Hi, by the way, dear. And hi, Tony Bunny. The FUPA challenge is related to Amberlynn Reed, and she has a weight loss channel where she's gained 200 pounds in the past 2 years. No, 300 pounds, pardon me. And so she's almost 600 pounds now. She's probably over it, but she's not admitting it. And she always comes up with all these plans and everything, and everybody jokes that the FUPA is the overhanging tummy. And, well, you know, I'm not skinny either, and so a bunch of us who pay attention to her channel, and we've been trying to reach out to her and trying to reach out to her, we all decided, you know what? It was started by a channel named Kit Kat Reacts, where she's like, you know what, we're just going to go and turn this into all of us trying to get healthier. And see if maybe, you know, even if Amber doesn't join us in it, we're going to be better off anyway. So, it's trying to shrink the FUPA. And I've always had a bit of one since I had the 2 kids, because both of my babies being huge, they stretched me out like, my stomach is just always big, but I'm like, you know, I'm going to join in on this, and I want back in my black leather corset at least by September, because it's a one of a kind. The lady isn't even alive anymore that used to make them. And it's really nice. I want to wear it again. And then I got to shrink down further after that, so. If I get off all the weight I need, I'm probably going to have surgery to have loose skin removed. Is my guess, because there's going to be a lot of it. I'll probably have to have a tummy tuck for sure, because you don't get rid of the loose skin, you end up with too much chance of sores and yeast infections and everything else that just won't go away. And I've cared for enough people with that stuff. I don't want to have it myself. Oh, that looks really nice. Well, let's see, where is my next division line? Is over here, so there's going to be a crack probably between those two. Where it just was a weakened spot, so we'll plunk that right in there. Go. Oh, that looks pretty decent. Yeah. Yeah, just to track for 100 days and see. And yeah, it was the area, the terminology was just, I'm trying to be fairly family friendly, so that's why Paranoia went and hid that message deconverted, so it's okay. Yeah, my husband sometimes will talk on camera, but he's very rarely on camera. Because same thing, he doesn't do well with being, I mean, he'll be on stage and stuff without a problem, but he's very much an introvert. And so, yeah, I do most of the camera thing. But I also face paint at public events and stuff, so I'm used to people around all the time. It's just what I do. I like that I'm getting some of these variations in the colors in here. Where'd my green go? Right in front of me. Too much green, but I'll use it. Yeah, I'm still on. Right on the spot where I need to be on camera. My poor old thick Liquitex paint. It's gonna be done. Then I'll have to spend like $8 and get another container of it. But boy, it's got the right texture for this. Very much so. I used to get into my mom's oils. She kind of stopped painting, so I would do stuff with her oils, and they get real thick and buttery before the containers dry out, you know. But I love that thick feeling to them when you're working with them. It's just wonderful. I just wish my mom would start painting again. She's so good, and she just won't. She's given up. It's like all she did was work as a nurse at the nursing home for so many years, and it's like that's pretty much all she wanted to do. Retired at 76 because she had to. And I think it's gotten her down quite a bit. And then last year having to put her last horse down. And the city won't allow for more horses anymore. They rezoned everything and made all these stupid rules. And yeah, the times they are changing. It's like, it's so love to get her to paint. She's like me, that she's got so many images and ideas in her head, and she'd always wanted to put them down on canvas and just didn't get around to it because my dad was sick, and so she had to go back to work. I guess I'm the one who's carrying the torch there as far as the lineage and the expectations. My sister's the poet. Oh, yeah. Nice. What is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is what I wanted to be. This is where I wanted to go. I like that. Charles Schulz was pretty darn wise, you know? It's amazing how influential that man was in the comic world when he failed art school. He just went ahead and did it anyway. Oh, geez. Ouch. Yeah, I don't have mine as an LLC. I think at some point I'm going to have to, but it's... I think the economy is part of the problem, honestly, because I've been getting scattered sales here and there, but that's it. Yeah, and redoing furniture is hard work. Holy cow. My high school art teacher used to redo furniture with the, as, you know, art pieces and stuff for people's homes. And, well, she's now in California doing it there, but, you know, she did that for a bit and just was not making a lot of money with it, even though she's extremely well known. So when she moved out of Minnesota, she had a lot of stuff in her house that she just pretty much let go for quarter of what it was worth. And then they sit there and they tell you, well, you know, do this kind of calculation. This is what you need to charge for this, this, and this. And it's like, you know, you go to craft shows, you go to anything like that, or even selling on Etsy sometimes. People don't want to pay that. And I mean, I've had, when I'm doing these real delicate beadwork necklaces, and they're, you know, usually you'll see them for $10, $15. You know, even the daisy chain ones, you'll see them at native gift shops and stuff. And I had my stuff in one shop that we were helping the owner out, hubby and I were. And a customer came in and was looking at this necklace I was selling for $3 because I wanted kids to be able to get something they could afford, right? And I had the kid's name on it and all these little delicate seed beads and everything. And the woman turned around and said, well, I can get this cheaper somewhere else. And it's like, okay, yeah, go ahead. Good luck with that. Because you know, you order stuff like that from China and they run the threads through once through the beads and that's it. So it falls apart. Like, if you sneeze wrong, it'll fall apart. My stuff doesn't. So it's like, yeah, just good luck with that. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, you know. But people think everything is a garage sale, and especially if you're redoing, you know, remaking something out of something old, they're going to try and have that attitude that it's a garage sale, and it's like, no, it's not. Even when you're remaking furniture and stuff, it becomes handcrafted at that point, and, you know, people don't understand what handcrafted means. Yeah, my husband and I, my ex-husband and I used to do some furniture restoration, and he was also making some furniture from scratch, and then we were doing hardwood floors too, and that is a lot of work. Oh, ouch, Tony. Yeah. Yep, unfortunately, I think that's where it's going, is our economy's so crappy that cheap seems to be it. That's why I'm putting more effort into YouTube, because I don't know. I have a few people buying stuff off of Etsy, and we're switching to putting knitted items up there too, in part because the MS hubby can't control the pliers to do the chainmail anymore. As often, anyway. And so I'm taking over the chainmail and doing more custom jewelry and stuff, but it's like, it's just really, really hard. We've had a few scattered sales and we're trying to expand our products, but you know, then you're going into, I have to photograph, I have to do this listing, you know, figure out the shipping, and all of that stuff is just such a challenge for one or two people to do. There's a lot of work involved. That's why we're even looking at doing the farmers market, because at least that way, you know, we know we're listed as one of the local artisans and stuff, but we're going to try to hit a Renaissance Festival in Wisconsin this year and see how we do there, if we're lucky. But yeah, I mean, like with this painting right here, the Digital Hammurabi channel, they helped me out when I had my GoFundMe up trying to get expenses for my surgery back in October. And so it's like, yeah, I'm doing this to kind of pay back, you know, and help them out a bit. But I'm also kind of doing this for advertising. I mean, to be honest, you know, to get my name out there a lot more as an artist. And it's not easy because I'm a professional RN. I'm at work a lot. I don't have the time or the money to go and get professional photographers and get all this camera equipment and everything else. I know it'd be beneficial, but there's a lot of expense involved outside of just making the item in the first place. And people don't get that. I had some lady came up at one booth, and I do needle felting. So all my figures are, you know, solid wool, and or they'll have wire inside of them. But I had like these little wool pumpkins that I made. And the lady came up to the table, and I had the pumpkins. They're about that big. And some of them have faces on, other ones don't. And just soft, and they're all out of wool, and, you know, some have traditional jack-o'-lantern faces. Other ones have got funny faces on them where I actually sculpt the pumpkin into a face and stuff. So they're all unique. And they're $5 to $10 depending on the size. Well, this lady was like looking at them, and she's, you know, my husband heard her say that, well, I can get these for $1 or $2 at Walmart. And then she looked at it and she says, hey, wait a minute, is this all wool? Because she was squeezing it and expecting a styrofoam ball in the center of it. And there is no styrofoam ball in my work, you know. And if there's going to be something like that, or plastic beads or something, I'm going to put it right on the tag to let people know. But that surprised her, and then she's like, oh, this isn't too expensive for what, you know, for what it is. So I'm hoping over time people are going to realize how much value is in handcrafted items. Let's put that crack in there too. Okay. All right. Oh, he's looking decent. Nice. Oh, yeah. Shipping is always too... Oh, yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. I have the one dragon's 4 feet long. Going forward instead of back. No, I'm heading towards his butt. They're going back. All right. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I've been on Etsy, I've been putting my shipping prices right into the cost of the product itself. I don't even want to try to calculate it out. Well, thank you, Cecilia. Oh, yeah, Tony, that is just the most irritating thing. Yep. Yeah, I agree too, Paranoia. All right, where are we looking at for that next scale there? I made him a little narrower than he is on the panel on the Ishtar gate, but I don't mind. I think it's gonna work out just fine. No. This is actually off of a mural done in tiles that came off of the Ishtar gate in Babylon. And so it's more sand. So, you know, I mean, just rough bricks. And so what I'm doing is I'm going off of several different images of this same dragon. And I'm doing a more impressionistic style of him. So this is what he looks like. And so I want, if you look at photos of the Dragon of Marduk is what this image is. And if you look at the photos, some of the tiles in the panels are kind of worn down, and this one here in particular I'm basing mostly off of the panel that is in the Detroit Museum of Art, and it's really wore out. There's entire chunks missing, stuff like that. So I'm doing it very impressionistic and just letting it be kind of wore a bit more. Oh, thank you. The background's going to be originally they were blue tiles. I have a link in the description to the image I'm kind of going off of. So all of the background are they used to be bright blue, but again this one's going to have lots of areas that almost look like turquoise and some grays and stuff like that as stuff has flaked off over the centuries. So yeah, and I did say over the well, not centuries even. Couple thousand years. I don't remember how old the Ishtar Gate actually is. Yeah, it might be like 4,000 or 5,000 years old, somewhere in there. So I'm actually, the channel Digital Hammurabi is the one I'm doing this painting for, and they're a couple of Assyriologists, a married couple. And oh yeah, wow. So they always have this like in the background of their videos, and so I decided to do this one for them because they helped me out. And I decided to do this on a canvas and just, you know, copy the image just because. And they're going to be auctioning this painting off for scholarship for doctoral students that are trying to learn ancient Mesopotamian and stuff like that. So that's where he's coming from. And that's why I decided to do him. And I might turn around and sculpt him because he is kind of cute. I really like him. So we'll zoom back in again here. Sorry about the rocking. This is my cell phone camera. It's on a single pole stand that, you know, you kind of crank around and you can move it around and adjust it and stuff. So we're getting there too. I might have to adjust. Let's get him this way a bit. There we go. Camera quake incoming. Come on, dude. There we go. Yeah, I can't use a regular webcam because my computer will not run it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because it is three-dimensional. The dragon actually stands out as bas relief from the rest of the mural on the Ishtar Gate. So every dragon is actually a little bit more three-dimensional. So I tried to mimic that a bit. It's a bit of a challenge, but it's working out. And I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, I might have gotten a little bit too much water there. So I'm just doing this in acrylics. And my brown acrylic is really, really old. But I like the texture of it. And so I'm just using up the last bit of it before I have to go out and buy some more. And I'm not exactly copying this dragon square by square from what you'd see on the Detroit image, because there are about 50 of these dragons on the Ishtar Gate. So I'm just kind of doing a mishmash of them. Now, stop it. You cannot go anywhere. Yes, I talk to my pieces. Only talk to them if they become animate suddenly. I'm gonna get some more cracks in the tiles here. I guess if I do my drawings and stuff, I do, you know, a lot more precise line work, but I really wanted to go impressionistic with this one. I've just been having fun with him. And it's coming out kind of looking like oils too, which is really cool. I'm liking that. Black right there. There we go. Let's hope I can get this dragon done before I run out of this brown. I'm heading to the end of this brown. So far I've only been using 2, 3, 4, 5 colors on the dragon. I think what I'm going to do before the next stream, which is, I'm thinking probably going to be tomorrow, is I'm actually going to put this canvas finally up on the table easel, and we'll go from there, because I might be able to hook the camera. I didn't think of that. I might be able to hook the camera stand to the easel. That would be great. Why didn't I think of that? I have this nice easel box that hubby got me. then... Yeah, normally something like this I would be a lot more close on the details like hairlines and stuff like that, but not for what I'm trying to do with this piece. And of course, some of the shadows in the photo and stuff, you know, put more shadow down here. So all the light source from the photo was coming from here because they have the museum lighting up at the top of the piece that they have hanging there. So that's what I'm kind of basing it off of. And I really like it. It's just giving such a nice feel to it. Just a little bit more yellow. Not a lot. So I'm only using one brown, one kiwi green, one yellow, one white, and one black. Those are the only colors that I've got on here. And you can, it's surprising me how much you can do with just those few colors. Sometimes I gotta do corrections, but a little bit of white. Come on, white. There. All right. More brown in there because I'm not a fan of that. There we go. And the other thing too is the first time I ever painted, I started painting in oils, so I still sometimes go back to those techniques with acrylics. Rub the belly. That is the amount of the underbelly that you're going to see. Is all of that right there. It is acrylic. Yeah, this is a flexible cam stand. But what I'm thinking is that I'm wondering if I can get it attached to the easel box that I've got. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, Cecilia, some of the acrylic paint is really old too, so it's just kind of really thick. But I'm enjoying using it that way. All right, let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna try to get some stuff behind to support it a little better. Just don't come down on me. There you go. All right. Yeah, everybody. Shapely dragon butt. All right. So we're going to do that portion yet. Then after that, I have to make supper. So I'm going to use up these colors. I'm not going to get more of that out of there right now, because I want to preserve that jar of paint till the end of this painting. Can she do it? I haven't done a canvas this big in I don't know how long. This thing's 36 inches long and 24 inches high. And I have another canvas like this that I think I'm going to stretch my wings a bit and try to paint Ash from the Overwatch League on it. See how well I can do, because I'm not the best artist at people. I mean, I can do them, and I've done them a lot, but I have a long ways to go when it comes to people. The difference with Ash, though, is that she is a, you know, she's a computer render, so it'll be a little easier because I'm not doing an exact person, you know, and trying to do realistic, so I think it should be easier. Brown right there. Get that thick paint in there. All right, a little bit of white. Oh, my white's going away. Bit more. Come on. There. There's been several times I'd be talking to the paint, you know, trying to squeeze it out, and I'm going, come on, and then all of a sudden here comes my cat and takes a flying leap onto me, and mommy time, she said, come on. He's such a goof. Big lovable beast. I think this image is a lot more interesting because of all the cracks and the worn out areas and stuff on it. I like painting that a lot more. I think it adds so much visual interest to the piece, because Saddam Hussein had some of the pieces had the gate recreated or restored, and so some of the panels on it are fairly newer, and there's quite a bit difference visually between the ancient ones and the restored panels, color-wise. And there was a lot of color, but And originally there was a lot of color, but it's just, I like the look of the wearing off. It's so much more exciting to the eye. There we go. Oh yeah, you guys can still see. Good. And part of the reason I'm going from the bottom and going with the darker black on the bottom is just because of the lighting on it. Okay. More yellow up here. And a little bit more white up at the top. Once you get rolling, it goes pretty quick. All right, I'll zoom back out again. I think I'm gonna call it because I'm starting to get some dizzy spells going again. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you, Tony. Hey, Blue, welcome back. Yeah, the frill isn't going to be there, Paranoia. That was just for me to delineate where the scales are going to end. Yeah, it's because I hadn't been hungry most of the day, so I gotta go and get some food in my stomach. Oh no, acrylic paints, they're pretty non-odorous, and it's just that I have not had enough food. Been drinking though, so lots of water. It's just time to go have supper. Part of the problem is I've been up for most of the day, and I'm a night shift worker, and I'm used to eating at night, so this is my normal wake-up time. Yeah, so I think we're gonna call it, and let me move him a little bit so we can get a better look. Marduk is coming along quite well. Oh, don't spill my water glass. But yeah, there he is. Oh, that looks pretty cool on camera. And there's two images of the tail because I had to adjust the drawing. They'll of course be covered up as the paint goes along, but yeah, he's coming out nice. Yeah, I want to see the responding to Vaughn. I will come and watch that because the way he's been has just been absolutely terrible. Totally hideous. So yeah, the actual tail's gonna go up this way. This was the old line from when I did the initial sketch. So yep, so thank you guys for popping in, and I'm glad you came in to visit me while I was at this. And next time we'll get to working on legs. Or wherever else I happen to go. All right, so later, everybody. Blessed be. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Share it around. Yeah. So, talk to you later. Night all. And I will give Tez a good goose, trust me. Then we'll cook that goose in the oven. I'm just kidding.